Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to do a 5-minute makeup tutorial. I at least don't think this should take much longer than 5 minutes. It's just a little tiny bit of concealer, a little bit of powder foundation, and some eyebrow stuff just to make you feel put together and like you're ready to go wherever you want to go. If you're going out somewhere with your friends or whatever you're doing and you don't have more than 5 minutes to get ready, this is something that I would do very quickly. So to start off, I'm going to use some concealer. Today I'm going to use my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, which looks like this. And I have it in the lightest shade. This is in the shade NC15. I'm going to just put it on the back of my hand like that, and then I'm going to use my fingers to apply this. And I'm going to do a little bit more concealer today than I normally would, or I would bring it down and across a little bit further because I'm not going to do a liquid foundation. I'm just going to do concealer, so you want as much of everything covered as possible, but you don't want this to take long. Just applying that. I'm going to blend this out with my beauty blender yet. I have a very red face today for some reason. And I do a little bit down the bridge of my nose. Whoops, I'm holding a mirror in front of the lens. A little bit on the chin. And then I'm also going to do some on my eyelids as well. And the rest I'll put on my forehead. So that was just one pump of concealer, so I didn't take a lot of concealer. I don't want this to all cake up or anything. So just patting that in. Making sure it's well blended in and you don't want it to be too cakey in any places. And I like to put this on my eyelids as well, just like I do for any other makeup tutorial, because I want to cover up the veins and make all of my skin look even and the same color. And I always feel like putting a little bit of concealer onto my nose makes a big difference on how it looks later on, because my nose doesn't take powder foundation very well. So I just do a little bit of this. Since I was a little bit too in a hurry to do this tutorial, I forgot to put my foundation primer on, and I'm going to use this Smashbox primer today. And I'm going to use a little bit still, even though I put on some concealer, but I'm going to put it on in the places where I didn't put any concealer yet. This is going to help the powder foundation stick a little bit better so that it's not just dry on dry. So I'll just put a little bit everywhere where I didn't put any concealer. And I'm going to rub that in. You can see there's a big difference on my skin and my face already. Doesn't look so red, and the skin tone is way more even. I feel like that's what makes me feel put together and ready to go somewhere and do things. Alright, so for my powder foundation today, I'm going to take my Bare Minerals Original Powder Foundation, and I'm in the shade Fair. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques buffing brush for this. It's a little bit of a fuller and tighter brush, so it's going to help pack on that color just a bit better. Just get that on my brush, and then I'm going to blend it in. And the more you rub this across your face, the more coverage it gives. It kind of activates the powder foundation that way. It warms it up and blends it into your skin. And for my eyelids, I'm going to take a little bit of this Rimmel Stay Matte powder just so that they're set and that nothing will crease on my eyelids. And I'm also going to take a little bit of this onto where I put the concealer underneath my eyes. I'm just using that same brush because it takes less time just using the same brush, and they're both powders, so that works well together. And for my blush, I'm going to take the Tarte Captivating Blush. This is kind of a peachier spring color. It just looks like that. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this on a bigger, fluffier brush and put just a little bit of blush on so that my skin doesn't look too flat. You still want some color in your skin. So that's what I would do for my face makeup, and for my eyelids, I will just curl my eyelashes and put on some mascara. And also make weird faces because that's the only way that you can put makeup on. So for my mascara, I'm going to take my Ulta Legendary Lengths mascara, which I've used in quite a few of my past videos recently. I don't put a lot of mascara on my lower lashes if I'm not wearing a lot of makeup because my eyelashes look a little, they're a little bit long and they kind of clump together easily. So just do a little bit. So that's what I would do for my eyelashes. And for my eyebrows, I'm going to take this Ulta Brow Tint, and this is in the shade Light. Not sure if it's focused or not. And I just kind of rub the excess off on the side of the container where it's in because it's a little bit wet. So this is what I'm going to use to fill in my brows. That has a little bit of color, so it helps fill them in a little bit. Takes less time than a brow pencil or a brow gel. And this helps comb them out and make sure that they stay in place as well. And for my lips, I would usually just take some kind of natural lip gloss. So today I'm going to take my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Apple Strudel. And I'm just going to put some of that on my lips. Alright, so that's it. That's all that I would wear if I was doing a quick 5-minute makeup thing. This took me a little bit longer to film. It took me about 10 minutes, but I'm showing you the products and also talking, so I think it would take me about 6 minutes to do and probably not any longer. So I hope you enjoyed this very minimal, no makeup look. There's not a lot of makeup going on or anything, so it takes a very short time and good for any time when you're in a hurry. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!